Hey, yo, what's up, boys and girls? It's your boy Koi. I'm just taking a walk in the park because my doctor told me I need to be more healthy and I need to cooperate with him. By the way, I'm taking a mental health day today. Or in the millennials terminology, it means lacking off. It means not going to work. It means doing fuck all. That's basically what I'm doing. It's too beautiful to do anything. Just look at this. Look at all of this. The grass is green, the trees, the sun is shining. You're telling me I need to be working inside a box today? Hell no. Anyways, I was livid. I went to the doctor to discuss the test results. Like I said in my previous videos, I've been having issues with the dandruff and the acne. I don't know if you can see, but I have lots of acne, just like a massive flare up. Maybe it's something to do with the Aram's shenanigans that I got up to. Ever since Aram moved in, I've been drinking a lot more alcohol than I normally do. Before that, I don't drink any alcohol at all, and now I started drinking, socially. I drink here and there, a can of beer, a glass of wine, and then it adds up. Before I didn't drink at all, and now every weekend, with Aram around, I started drinking with him. It's a social thing. When you drink alcohol, generally you don't drink alone. It's a bit like smoking as well. Like when you smoke, you don't smoke, well, based on experience anyways, I don't smoke weed by myself. You always have someone to do the activity with, so I'm blaming it on you, Aram. But ever since he moved in, I've started drinking alcohol, and maybe that was part of the reason for why my liver function is out of whack, as discussed with my doctor. Maybe that's the reason, or also maybe because I've started doing more night shifts, and when I work night shifts, I tend to eat, not the healthiest food. Foods that are high in sugar, junk food, in order to stay awake. I try not to eat anything, by the way. I try not to eat at all during night shifts, but you can't. You need something quick. You need something that's going to give that, boost of energy in order to do your night shifts. So I started eating more sugary, more processed foods. And because I don't really eat during the day because I was sleeping, I started eating more at night. And yeah, my doctor told me your liver function is sus, but it's all right. It can be managed with lifestyle modification. You're young, so I'm not gonna give you any medications. Thank God. I'm not up to that stage yet. I know I'm getting old, but I'm not up to that stage yet. So I don't have to take any medications. But the one thing that sort of concerned me was the cholesterol level. He said, a person of your age and your fitness level, the cholesterol level is kind of concerning. And it's not the healthy cholesterol either. It's a bad cholesterol level that is starting to rise up a little bit. And he said it might be something to do with the sugary foods, the night shifts. Sometimes eating those sorts of food can cause acne breakouts as well, and dandruff issues. So I suspect it's something to do with my night shifts and my eating habits around night shifts. The unhealthy lifestyle choices like staying up late, drinking alcohol socially. I don't do drugs these days, but yeah, alcohol is a drug. So yeah, I need to cut that out. I need to be more firm, have some sort of discipline. Well, maybe a drink here or there is fine, but not, every weekend having a drink every weekend. Maybe that's not the best way to, eat and socialize. Yeah, I don't normally drink anyways, and I feel like I have horrible genetics for doing recreational drugs or alcohol, because it shows up on the blood test panel. That means I have horrible genetics, because some people, they can drink all the time and not experience any sort of health effects. Hello. But then you have people like me who drinks one beer and goes red in the face. So I have horrible genetics. Horrible, absolutely horrible genetics. We went through the testosterone level as well, and guess what? I have low testosterone. Holy shit. Well, not low testosterone, but like relative to my peers. My free testosterone is something around like 396 nanogram per deciliter. The normal healthy range is like from 296 all the way up to 700, and I'm definitely on the lower end, which explains my height and my lack of muscle. It all checks out, But the doctor said it's nothing to be concerned about, and I don't need to be going on testosterone replacement therapy or anything like that. It's just, it's just an uphill battle, I guess. But more testosterone doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be better for me, because, when you start messing with your hormones, it's a very fine, delicate balance that you really need to be careful with, because too much testosterone can be bad. And for a person like me, I feel like too much testosterone can cause like severe acne breakouts and hair loss, and and it starts messing with my estrogen level as well. I'm not surprised I have low testosterone. Well, it's within healthy normal range, but it's on the lower end, because look at me, I'm short. I'm a short ass dude, skinny build. Maybe that's why my ancestors survived in our environments. You're not meant to carry a lot of muscle mass, and you're meant to be a little bit shorter, because more muscle mass means you need more calories. And if you know anything about Vietnam, we used to be a third world country. We still are. And so the people that survived in those environments are people who are short. They have low energy expenditure, because the more muscle mass you carry, the more food you gotta feed the muscle. And so it's just dead weight, really. If you want to survive in countries in which food is scarce, then you're not meant to have a lot of muscle. Anyways, I'm livid because I thought I'm living healthily, but I'm not, and I need to change my way of living around. I need to, maybe I need to get rid of the extra weight that I'm carrying around. Maybe I'm just not built for it. I'm just not built to have a lot of mass in my body. Given my height, I put my height and my weight into the BMI calculator, and guess what? I'm obese. And compared to other men in my country, I'm obese. I'm morbidly a beast. So, time to get rid of the weight. It sucks, because my body is not meant to be bulky. There's an optimal level of muscularity and weight that this body can accommodate, and I think I'm pushing the envelope a little bit. You know, I might be too big for my size. Anyways, I'm gonna go home now, feed Bailey, and you know, enjoy the rest of my day, I guess, enjoying the sunshine. By the way, Aram, he told me yesterday there was this girl that he met in the Netherlands who used to have a crush on him, and she's a Romanian girl. She now has moved to Romania, but she still talks to him, and she used to have a massive crush on him. And Aaron was trying to set me up with this girl. You know, like we were talking yesterday and started sending voice messages to her. She seems like a nice lady. I have to be real though, and he was, you know, Aaron was really very real about this. Like, she's not exactly like the most beautiful looking girl, and I don't need that. I don't need someone who's like a supermodel whom I have to be careful of pursuing, because I know with like the really pretty girls, there will be hundreds of other guys, you know, interested in her for her physical attributes. And so I can't fight 100 guys. I have to be real with myself. I can't fight 100 guys. But if there are only, say, 5 guys who are interested in her, then maybe I have a chance, because, you know, I do have something, I think, that make me stand out. But when it's like 100 guys, then I don't have a chance. But yeah, she's not exactly a you know, one of those pretty girls, but Aram did say several things about her. She's nice, she's kind, she's compassionate, she's caring. But Aram just was not interested in her, and so now he passed it on to me. What a good friend he is. No, but seriously, Aram is dating my sister, and I think it's going all right. They have their differences. I'm not going to get into too much details because it's personal affairs. My arm is getting sore from holding this camera. People are probably looking at me at the park thinking, who the heck is this long-haired dude just walking around with a camera? Like, nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. Stop making these stupid videos. Nobody cares, man. But yeah, Aram tried to set me up with this girl. She lives in Romania. Like I'm gonna ever travel to Romania on my own for no reason at all, other than to meet a girl. You know, I have no reason to visit Romania. Apparently it's a poor country. Apparently. That's where the movie Borat was made, in a Romanian village. So that's what's on my mind right now, you know, like meeting a poor Romanian village girl, falling in love, getting married, bring her back to Vietnam to see my parents. You know, like the whole logistic of this arrangement is not in my favor. Yeah, it's so beautiful, man. Like, just look at all of this. Yeah, but Aram tried to set me up with her, and he said there are a couple of things that you might want to think about. She smokes. It's not a deal breaker because I still think people can quit smoking. Just like me right now, I'm trying to lower my cholesterol level by walking. I think people can quit smoking, and they will feel better for it. They will definitely feel better after quitting smoking. So it's not a deal breaker, but it's it's a hurdle. It's something that might test my patience a little bit with people. I mean, I'm very tolerant of people and very accepting of people, but the thing is, I want people to get better, and if they themselves don't want to get better, then I don't think I can be with them. So that's one thing. The other thing as well, she has issues with her family, and that's why she moved. She ran away from home or something. That's what Adam told me. She has experienced some sort of trauma in the family, and some sort of horrible events happened between her and her family, and that's another thing that I have to think about, because family is everything to me, and I want the two families to meet each other, and I just want a traditional sort of relationship, and I feel like it's a big ask, because that's what I grew up with. That's the values that I grew up with. My parents are still together, and we want to keep it that way. Like the parents stayed married and not breaking off to pursue other relationships. I mean, we are all adults, and once the children are grown up, then yeah, sure, do whatever you want. But I feel like I've grown up with these values, commitments, until death do us parts. You might even call it Judeo-Christian values, even though we're not Christian. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think this video is getting real long, so I'm gonna end it. As always, thank you for listening. Stay strong, God bless, and I'll speak to you soon.